Take a move in the ring. You can hit me with the words you fling.
Here he is, Mr. Gravity. Can you see
Hello
us?
guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Hey, there you go. The audio is good. Everything is fine, guys. We're back
Thank
in the
you.
mountains.
Yeah.
How's the weather? Is it stormy?
No. The big storm went through, and this time it's sunny day.
Okay, perfect.
How's that Wi-Fi holding up? Sorry, it was kind of going in and out. I heard there's some problems with it because obviously there's some storms. Some really
Yeah.
big storms are hitting the Philippines. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of signal lost, because it's a lot of towers get rough because of the typhoon. But I hope it's good that we still can connect with you guys.
Definitely.
Yeah. How was everything? There's been a lot of tragedy there. I think Kevin spoke of it after his fight. He said it would be, stupid of me to sulk after this loss when people back home are going through all this pain. What's the mood like in the Philippines? I know you guys are always very resilient, but it must be tough at the moment in such a crazy year with the pandemic as well.
Yes, for now, the northern part is totally devastated. The sources, the main source of what we call is the rice industry. The northern part really went devastated, and it's really the place was totally sunk with floods. The water is like 2 stories high, that kind of stuff, and it's very sad, and it's very hard to look at our kababayans in this situation. But the government is doing their best to cope up. The government is doing their best to help our fellow countrymen to rise up again, and hopefully we will have even a little startup so that everybody can rise up one more time.
How has Baguio been affected where Team Lakay is based? Is all okay?
Yeah, Baguio City is blessed because we it's less opportunity that we experience the flood because we are on the mountainous area. But there are cases where landslides are everywhere. Like for example, in the province of Kevin, in somewhere in Ifugao, there's a huge landslide there where until now the retrieval operation is still ongoing because there are still missing bodies they can't find, and the operation is still there. And other roads are closed because of the landslides. So it hurts, and it's kinda sad to experience this kind of catastrophe or this kind of nature break.
Well, we're glad you guys are safe at Team Lakay, and I'm sure your victory at Inside the Matrix 3 really helped a lot of people. That's what we wanted to talk to you about, get your thoughts on the fight. Another great win for you, Geje, back-to-back wins. Just how good are you feeling after that?
The feeling is very nice. It's just that we are expecting at least 2-2 or 3-1 or 4-1, 4-0, but as the result says it's 1-3. I'm happy, but not the result we're looking forward. But I know and I believe my brothers in Team Lakay, resilient people, they have tough mind. They're going to get back stronger and better. This will serve as a very big learning experience for them to become a better athlete.
Yeah, and we just want to get your breakdown. Obviously, it was a unanimous decision for you. This guy, John knows him. Song Min Jong. It was very impressive from him as well. He was making his debut. Were you impressed by what he showed, given the pressure he must have been under?
Yes. Prior to the competition with Song Min Jong, I checked his bio. I checked his performance on his latest fights, and Jong is really a tough guy. never been knocked out in his entire career, I guess, and he's really having the heart of a champion. Most especially during our competition, I can see that his spirit, his warrior spirit, never backs down. He really want to push the competition forward, and it's just that I went out better that night. Just that's it.
I'm going to let John speak. I've dominated the questions so far. John, I'm sorry. You may. I know you've got a lot of questions you want to ask Geje.
Geje, what's going on? We haven't spoken in a while. You know, it's good to talk to you again.
It's good to see you, John.
Yeah. First question, of course. Fine. Oh, good. First question is, you're 2-0 against Korean fighters. You know, why you have to fight the Koreans? Come on.
Sometimes we get lucky.
yeah, of course, man. But in all seriousness, it was a great performance. I know Song. A lot of people might not know him, you know, because he hasn't fought in one championship before. But in Korea, he has beaten some of the best flyweights and bantamweights in the country. So you going out there and dominating in that fight, you did really well. You know, what surprised you about him? You know, you studied him, but what surprised you when you stepped into the cage?
I hit him a lot of times. The surprising thing is his durability. Until now, I still hurt my wrist because of the punches I gave him. But if you're going to check the fight, he's really a tough guy. The spinning elbow, the straight punches, I landed it very well, but see, he's very tough.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He's also still he's developing himself. So I feel like, where do you feel like he ranks, you know, among the fighters in that flyweight division? Do you feel like he could be a top 10 guy?
He can be in the top 10.
Where does this fight put you? You know, you've won back-to-back fights. Who do you want to fight next? You know, you're ranked, I believe, at number 4 in the division. You know, is Reese McLaren someone that you're looking at? Who do you see as your next fight?
I have a unfinished business with Gary Mangat, the Saint Lion from India. I hope they will push that forward, and we will settle that business so that it will give me more experience and develop me to become a better athlete. I think Reese, Yuya called out Reese. I think I don't know if you're going to push that. They're gonna push that much.
How do you see that fight playing out, Reese and Yuya?
It's going to be a classic matchup. It's a striker versus a grappler. Whoever brings the competition on their best part will win the fight.
With Gary, what interest? Why does that matchup interest you the most? Like, what does he bring to the fight?
Originally, I am supposed to compete with Gary this time. It's just that he was get infected with the COVID-19 virus. That's why, if you're going to check it out, it's a catch weight between Song Min Jong. It's 64 kilograms supposedly. That will be flyweight competition between me and Gary. It's just that, you know, the unpredictable things happen. He got struck with COVID-19 and say no to the competition. And it's a good thing that Song Min Jong took the fight on short notice, so I was able to compete before the year ends. So I look forward to fight or compete with Gary, because the last 7 weeks I have prepared for him. 6 weeks I have prepared for him, his styles, and I'm willing to get back and do the preparation one more time.
Is that what you alluded to, Geje, when you said we had to change the game plan very suddenly? We were going to look for that submission. So is that what you meant? It was the late notice. It's not that you had an injury or anything like that.
No. The game plan. Last last 10 days before the fight. No, last 9 days before the fight. Last 9 days before the fight is the game plan is to bring him on the ground and submit him or really to knock him down. But the notice came in and they said Gary cannot fight because he was struck with COVID-19 and their whole gym was totally locked down. So they bring in Song Min Jong and I saw how tough he is, how his will is. Never been knocked out his entire career. So we have to change the plan immediately. Study. The rest of the 9 days, we look forward on this striking match because we believe I am way faster, I am way accurate than Song Min Jong.
You were looking for that.
Do you feel like you're gonna come back in December or January? When do you feel like you could be ready?
I'm ready all the time. I can get back. I can get back on January. I can get back on January. Right now, I'm back on the gym and I'm back on training.
You kept looking for that. Go ahead again. I'll shut up.
Yeah, how many fights? You want to fight Gary. You want to compete against him. You already prepared for him. So January, you face him. Let's say you come out victorious. How many more matchups do you need to get to the title, get back there?
For now, honestly, the case is Danny Kingad is there. My younger brother is there on the lineup. We don't want to derail the momentum, and we really push this kid to become a world champion. So we give him the spotlight. But don't get me wrong. The fire inside my heart, the desire to become a world champion is there, but there is proper time and proper place for everything. That's why we take this opportunity to let Danny go and get the championship belt.
That's very honorable for you to kind of step aside for your teammate and allow him to go chase after the belt, because if you look at a lot of other teams, guys are fighting each other to compete, for the belt.
The culture here in our team is different, guys. We really treat one another here as brothers and sisters, and we're really a close family group. As I said, I tried to become a world champion. I tried it actually 2 times, and the spotlight is on Danny right now. We don't want to derail the spotlight. We don't want to derail the momentum, and we are looking forward that he will push through. I'm willing to step aside. I'm willing to step aside and let the spotlight go to Danny and get the championship belt.
All right. So for yourself, you're just going to continue to compete, to continue get experience, to continue getting better. So when it's your time, you are fully ready for it.
Yes, that's right, John.
So yeah, hey, it's honorable. Like most guys would not do that, but it's honorable. And you've already held the belt too, so it's always going to be there. You're always going to be in the talks for a title shot. Yeah, I'm excited to see your development, and you're still young. So a lot of people don't realize you've been fighting for a long time, but you're still young.
We're young because we're 100% natural, guys. We're 100% natural. And guys, when they bring out these top 5 ranking in the flyweight, if you're going to see, there are only 3 individuals who hold that title in the flyweight division. It's me, it's Adriano, and it's Kairat. The surprising thing is they didn't put me on the top 5 rankings. But guys, it's actually a blessing in disguise because it's really tough to be placed one more time on the top 5 rankings if you're gonna bring me there. At the same time, Danny is there, so the competition will has to go on to the point where we cannot dictate the situation where we really need to fight one another. That's why it's the thing that we don't want to happen as much as possible. But we took it positively. For me, I took it positively and say, oh, this is a blessing in disguise. It's good that I have to stay out of the top 5 rankings, and then get outside, compete, and be a better athlete at the same time. My brother or younger brother Danny is on the top 5 doing his best to become a world champion, because at the end of the day, whether he will become the world champion, if he will become the world champion, guys, I also feel that I'm already a world champion. One more time.
You ever have the urge to just step away from the flyweight division and go up to the bantamweight division? Because it seems like it's pretty wide open up there.
No, it's pretty wide open up there, but I have, again, a brother there. I have
Yes.
Kevin there. So maybe stay on the flyweight and do my best. And again, the main focus right now is to become a better athlete, to develop as fast as I can, so that in God's perfect time, and you're going to offer me the championship belt or title shot, then let's go.
Yeah, Geje, who's calling you? Your phone is blowing up. Still there.
Sorry.
Who's ringing you?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Sorry.
No, it's all good. I just wanted to watch. I just wanted to ask you as well. I know you kept trying for that spinning kick again, the one that you beat Tony Toru with. You're trying to hit that liver. Did you expect? Did you think you could win this fight again with that move?
It can possibly happen, but Song Min Jong is also I think second or third dan Taekwondo black belt. That's why it's somewhat, I try to gamble my chance, but it's not as easy as it is, because he's also really an expert of the kicking division. That's why he understands those moves.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great fight. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you,
I know,
guys.
yeah, and as you kind of mentioned it earlier, it's been tough because, you have the joy of this victory, but then your brothers, suffered some defeats. How is it? How is that like? I know you've been on the end of defeats when your teammates have won. Do you all help each other? You all win together, you lose together, right? I'm sure that's the way at Team Lakay.
Yes,
I know
yes.
Coach Mark says we win or we learn.
What was the question?
Oh, yeah, maybe I didn't even ask one. I just mean, how tough is it for you when you win and then your brothers have lost? How hard is it to kind of temper that enjoyment of your own victory?
Yeah, it's still a sorrow at the end of the day. I feel happy on my own self. I feel proud. I feel proud on my own self. But if we're going to sit down together, still the sorrow is still there, and the learning experience is still there. We talk about not my victory, but we talk about how we can move forward, or how we can learn from those learning experiences my brothers encountered.
Your teammate Lito, there was some controversy, it seemed like, with his fight and the submissions, right?
Yes.
When you look at that and watch the replay, could you give us your thoughts on what happened?
I think he tapped 2 times. That's also my thought about it. Maybe the referee didn't see it, but well, we're all human beings. We commit mistakes, but I hope next time it will not happen during these high-level moments of our career. And I hope they can give Lito his rematch or immediate rematch to show to the world how things are, so that they can settle the business.
Yeah, a lot of the fans have been saying they thought that the Minoa tapped twice. I mean, some people think that's just the fans being biased, but you think he tapped as well? I mean, it didn't look like it, but I can't tell for sure for me, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't watch it live. I also watch it on the replays, but the way I look at it, every fighter understands. He tapped.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can get Lito on the show soon. He can talk us through. Yeah, I mean, we're going to get Kevin. I think he's going to come on the show. Is he there with you? Is he in the same room?
He's waiting for his set.
Okay. Well, we say thank you to Geje,
right.
Mr. Gravity. We really appreciate you coming on the show, man. Great to catch up with you. Congratulations again on the win, and yeah, please stay safe out there.
Thank you very much, guys, and very good to see you, John.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me on your show, and hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Geje. All right, we'll get Kevin over. Shuffle him in.